Everybody loves Casio. It's God tier, right? People from all walks of life wear Casio watches. Barack Obama wore a Casio. Osama bin Laden also wore a Casio. People love them because they are great watches that are very durable and they're very affordable. You get a lot for your money, and you can go down to a Walmart right now, throw $16 on the counter and get you an F91W, which is one of the best watches ever made. Does everything you need it to do. It'll never let you down. For a little under $100, well, you can upgrade to a Casio Gshock. A watch so bulletproof you could freaking throw it from the moon into a dumpster full of dynamite and it would probably survive. They're great deals, totally worth the money. Everybody knows this. Casio knows this. Casio knows that that's what their business is built upon. So what does Casio do with that knowledge? Obviously, they just do something that goes completely against all that. Let me introduce you to a $1,400 Casio. This is the MT-G B3000 PRB1. Just, oh my God, it's such a beautiful name. It's just like honey in the mouth. Colloquially known as the Aurora Borealis. And I mean, you look at it, yeah, sure, okay, it looks like the Aurora Borealis. What do they have in common? The Aurora Borealis, it's green. This watch is green. I guess the sky behind the Aurora Borealis in you know, the northern hemisphere, it's like, it's purplish. So purple and green, man. That's it. It looks just like the magnetic waves in the air of the Aurora Borealis. Personally, I think it looks like an alien anus. I've heard other people call it the green monster. We're not gonna call it that. Alien anus it is. Now, I would never, ever spend $1,400 on a Casio. Fortunately, this one fell into my lap at $350. And I will spend $350 on something as dumb as this watch. So what is the deal with this watch? It's a Gshock, man. It's a Gshock and it's upgraded, right? It has extra features, it's made out of better materials, like all the stuff you want. It has a sapphire crystal glass in it, right? Something you can upgrade from a Hazelite to sapphire on an Ollie G watch for like $6, but apparently on a Casio that like warrants, you know, $1,200. That $6 upgrade, if Casio does it, it's worth everything. It's made out of solid stainless steel and it has an IP coating on it. I don't know what IP coating means. They take like rainbows and magic and steel and resin and prayers and they squish it all together with the juices from the Aurora Borealis. And they take all that and they do like a crystallysis method and they swirl it together and they throw it on the bezel to make this crazy finish that is apparently the hardest thing to do in the world. It warrants this extremely high price. To me, this looks like a galvanized bucket. I don't think you can tell me that these two finishes are that different. I mean, obviously one's purple and green and one's just like, you know, galvanized bucket colored. But man, those look a lot alike. And one of those is $1,400 and one of those is like $6.99 down at the local feed store. Now this thing, its claim to fame is that it does all the same stuff that a normal Gshock does, but this time instead of having a digital screen, it just does it all with hands. The multiple time zones, and it has the alarms, and it has the stopwatch, and it has the countdown timer, all that stuff built into this watch. But instead of being able to like access it and use it, it does it all using like hands. It's like one of the most complicated watches to use I've ever used in my entire life. When I brought it home, I couldn't figure out how to use it and I had to watch like 2 YouTube videos just to figure out how to like make it tell time because it was just spinning out of control crazy when I was using it. I didn't even know. It's got multi-band 6. It's supposed to set itself based off the magical radio waves flying through the air, right? But it didn't do it because the setting for that was like off or I hit a wrong button. I don't know what I did, man. It blew my mind. So I got it working and I figured out how to use it and I discovered it's unbelievably clunky. It's so clunky to do the normal features of a normal Gshock. Just setting like the countdown timer's insane. You have to press this mode button to scroll over to the freaking the countdown timer option, and then you unscrew the crown and you like twist the crown to like physically move the hands of one of the subdials to the amount of time you want it to count down in hours and minutes. Then you screw in the crown, then you hit the start button, and then the watch like runs in reverse. Like the second hand goes backwards to count down until it goes off, and then it like gives you an alarm. Oh my God. What is the use of this? Like, I get the use, but why like that? Why do it like that, Casio? It's like if you downloaded like a GPS app on your phone, and when you downloaded it, it was free, but it was like, do you want to upgrade to the premium one for 99 cents? And you're like, yeah, dude. And instead of it being just like a picture of a road with like a red line where you go, it's like now instead, it's like a digital sextant and like a compass and a spyglass and like a map. And it does all the same stuff it used to do, but now it's like more unwieldy but looks fancier. I applaud you, Casio, that you have like a room of engineers and they're like, what if we took all the stuff we perfected and made really easy to use, and instead we just made it like worse, but like harder to use, but in a medium that's really impressive. Like when people do sculptures out of cake, like it's so much more work, right? And like way less impractical. And it's not that the sculpture looks good, it's just that like it's impressive that they did it with cake. There's this watch, it's like, wow, they did all that using nothing but hands and no digital display. And you're like, yeah, I guess. I was using it for like a couple days. I thought I had it all down and I hit some wrong buttons and I screwed the whole watch up and I couldn't figure out how to like reset the time or even make it go back to the time, and the day of the week was all wrong and like freaking, oh my God. And I was panicking. I started watching YouTube videos and I couldn't explain it. Like the guy couldn't explain to me how to fix the watch because the setting, I'd like changed the way you set the watch. You can change the way you set the watch. I changed that so it didn't coincide with his video. And I was like, oh my God, the watch is ruined forever. Like I'll never figure it out. Luckily, you can download an app on your phone. You can download the Gshock app and it will sync with this watch via Bluetooth. And then you can change all the settings using Bluetooth, and it'll even like report into your phone every once in a while and just make sure the time's right. Just in case the multi-band 6 being beamed over from Colorado like stops working and like you don't have, the society's broken down, but your phone's still working. You can still set the time on it. Thank God that safety net is there, but you know what? I kind of wish it didn't have it. I wear an analog watch so I don't have to use my phone. If I just wanted my phone to talk with my watch all the time, I just use a smartwatch. That's why I wear Casio, so I don't have to worry about that crap. But what is it even like to wear this watch? Now, first off, I'll tell you, this boy right here, he's 50 millimeters. That's like the biggest watch I have ever worn. I complain about my Rolex being 41 millimeters, and I'm like, it's unwieldy. And like, it's a little bit too big for my 6.5-inch wrist. Freaking 50 mil, holy jeez, holy God. It's so big. But surprisingly enough, my wife, who doesn't like any watches, and every time I wear a new one, she's just like, yeah, it's fine, whatever. When I put this one on, she's like, you know what? That watch looks good on you. I was like, are you kidding? Seriously? She's like, yeah, it just fits well. Like, what? I mean, this is ugly. Like, this watch is ugly. But like, they made ugly look good. They're like masters of that. Now, this watch, while it is super upgraded, it is just like a standard quartz Casio watch. It's got the same movement in it that I'm sure a bunch of other Casios have. It's got that ticking hour hand. I mean, it looks premium, but it doesn't like feel much different than a normal Casio, at least not in the function of it, other than the weird tinker toy crap of having to use the watch. Like I said, it's made all out of stainless steel. It has a sapphire crystal in it. It has the crystalline Aurora Borealis dwarf mind magical finish on it. It does look good, right? Even though it is like purple and green and blue and just looks, like I said, you know, like an alien's butthole. And I'm okay with that. The lug length on this thing's weird. It's like 8 millimeters because it has this proprietary sort of strap that only exists on this watch. It has this quick release system where you press on these buttons and the strap like pops off. Okay, that's really impressive and cool. I've never seen that on any other watch, but like, why do you need to take the band off this watch to like put a different band? There's no other bands. This is like the one and only band, this purple band with this purple watch. That's it. I don't know if they sell more of them in the Casio stores. Like, you don't want the purple, you want the green one? Okay, you can switch it in like 10 seconds. Cool. Does it cost 250 bucks? Probably. I don't know. I've never seen it. I should maybe look. I'm not gonna, but like I should probably do that. The finishing of the case on this is finished extremely well. I mean, you got the bezel with the weird galvanized finish on it, but the rest of it with its IP coating, I mean, just the angles and the brushing on this is, I mean, it's nice. It's like as good as like a luxury watch. I'm not gonna lie to you. The angles are great. The horizontal finish is nice. I mean, it looks like $1,000 plus watch in terms of the finishing on the case. I've heard that these are made in factories that are like special factories where they do their crazy, you know, whatever they do there. I guess the Oceanus line like the premium Casio line, these are made in like the Oceanus factory. I've heard, but I don't know if that's true or not. But I would believe it. I mean, the finishing it's top notch. I don't know that it could be any better. The back of the case looks really cool. It has some neat engraving on it. I'm obviously covering up the serial number here because I don't want you to like LoJack my freaking watch as I'm walking by you. Like if it ever happens, you're like, I'm gonna register his watch to my cell phone. And then when he walks by, I'm gonna change the time on it and that'll get him, he'll never get his watch fixed. You're probably right, I'll probably never figure it out. But it has that IP coating that the rest of the watch has, but like obviously you can see it's kind of worn off here. It's supposed to be that green and purplish colorway, but it's kind of turned blue and like just silver, so it does wear off over time. Even though it's like a chemical treatment or something like that, I don't know. Metal does wear away over time. It does erode, like rubbing on your hand, so maybe that's what happened there. While this watch is absolutely huge, 50 millimeters in diameter, the lug length is like short, like it's shorter than my Rolex, and it hugs my wrist really well. And I'm ashamed to say this. I don't know if I'm ashamed to say it, but I will say it. This watch is really comfortable. I know every G-Shock is like, you can't even tell it's there. You can't, I don't even notice this watch is here. It's like a little heavy at the top, because like it's just a big, massive watch, but like I don't notice it. My Rolex, I feel like gets in the way more than this watch. And this thing's huge, it's huge. Another sign that like Casio just kind of knows how to design a watch. I'm just shocked by that. The strap is made out of like this hard, I mean, I guess it's rubber, but it feels like plastic. And this strap is super stiff. It's the stiffest strap I've ever seen. And this is used, I mean, it is not broken in. It is just thick, high quality material. I don't think this thing would wear out in 1,000 years. It has a really nice buckle on it. And then the catcher here, which is made out of like, I don't know, bronze or something. It's really fancy, but it's metal, so it's loose. It needs to be made out of the same material as this, so it grabs. What ends up happening is it like over the day like rotates down and you get the weird flap of skin thing going on here. I don't like that. I don't like the material of the strap, and I don't like the keeper on it. But I will say it's comfortable. It doesn't slide around, it doesn't move, and it fits me just fine. It just, the texture of it feels not cheap, just like not premium. I know like we put rubber straps on like premium watches, you know, you can buy a Blanc Palm with a freaking rubber strap on it, but like this doesn't feel like a rubber strap. It feels like below a rubber strap, like in between a normal Casio strap and like an actual real good strap. I don't know. Now this watch is huge, it stands out, is a statement piece, but I will tell you what doesn't stand out on this watch. The freaking dial. The dial is just like black with red lettering on it. It's the hardest to read watch I have ever owned. It looks like a chronograph. It has the MT-G logo at the top, which does look good, but it has just like indices that are the same color as the dial, so they just blend together. It's not like a Casio where the indices are different colors to make them stand out against the dial. This is just all one color. Even though these are like the same kind of indices you see in a Casio. I mean, they look exactly the same, but you just can't see them. The track markings around the outside of the dial are just blood red. They look like veins, now that I say it, and after I mentioned the alien butthole similarity, I wish I kind of hadn't thought about the vein thing now. It's like, the watch has hemorrhoids, guys. There's also this date window at the 4:30 position, which I'm fine with a date window, but it's just black with red text. I cannot read it. I am under studio lights, and I am looking as hard as I can with my glasses on, and I cannot. It's the 6th. And the only way I can tell that it's a 6 is that I know today is the 6th. I've like written it down a few times. It could have been the 8th, it could have been the 9th, it could have been the 3rd, whatever. This is a chronograph style watch with 3 subdials at the 9, 3, and 6 positions. At the 9 o'clock position, you have this, I don't know, this is the mode subdial. Currently, it's on the day of the week, and it's Wednesday. How do I know that? Well, because it's pointing to the middle. I can't make out the W, it's in red. I just can't see it. If you hit the battery button, it shows you how much life is remaining on the battery. That's pretty cool. We're about halfway. I believe this watch is solar, but I can't quite remember. I don't know if it is or not. I would imagine it is. Isn't like, does it say tough solar on here anywhere? It's not. I guess it just uses a normal freaking battery. You can also hit the mode button to switch between the different functions of the watch. You've got your stopwatch, you've got your countdown timer, you've got your alarms. You can set the different time zones. If you go down to the 6 o'clock position, you will see the subdial there is currently set to the time of what it is now. You can set this like a GMT and have two separate times. You can have like, be tracking your home time at the bottom. You can be tracking your freaking normal time using the normal hour, like just whatever you want to do. This is also where you set the freaking countdown timer, which is just insane how you set it. Like we talked about it, but it'll count down here. Just to the left of that, you have your AM PM indicator, which is its own separate little micro subdial. And then up in the 3 o'clock position, it's really at the 2:30 position, is a freaking 24-hour countdown timer or 24-hour indicator. There's already an AM PM one. This is kind of superfluous, but it's also used as like the 24-hour indicator for the chronograph, in case you wanted to like time something that's 18 hours long, right? This watch just has so much stuff on it. It's so hard to see the dial and just know what's going on. Even the second hand is just black and red. I wish the second hand was a different color, like white, so it stood out against all this. The minute and hour hands are great. They're just purple and white. They're these kind of like spear sort of style hands. They're okay. You can read those. I can see what time it is relatively easy. But the rest of the watch just is like, it's like a portal. It just sucks in all light. I cannot read this watch. It has a little light on it, which I do like, and it illuminates the date. Sweet. This watch is so big and the dial is so big, the light doesn't even really reach to the other side. So if it's dark and you're trying to like adjust the mode, like you want to switch over to the stopwatch or something, you can't really tell what thing it's pointing to. You gotta like count the number of clicks. It's just it's a lot, man. It's a lot to keep up with when you can't see it. So the functionality of this watch, as impressive as it is, it's like they've gone out of their way to make it less usable. Which leads me to the final point. Who is this watch for? Like, who is this watch for? What is its purpose? Really, this watch only has one purpose. You buy this watch to flex. And who do you flex to? If I showed this to someone on the street, they'd be like, oh, cool, Casio. They think it's like a $200 watch, right? Even people that are Casio collectors may not even know about the MT-G line of watches or the MRG line of watches, which go all the way up to like $10,000. No, you gotta find a Casio collector that is so niche that they're aware of these really hard to find and expensive watches, and then you gotta like just buy it to impress them. Like that's only for the most hardcore Casio collector. That's really the only reason you're paying that price, because there's nothing here in this watch to warrant $1,400. This watch should be $500 at the most. But that $900 extra you spent for no reason, that is a flex, man. Watch collectors will do that. Casio collectors get pretty hardcore, and this is about as hardcore as you can go with a Casio. And Casio's fine charging that. You know why? Because they can. Because those hardcore collectors will pay it. They'll pay any price. There's people buy the $10,000 Casios. I would never do it, but people do. I mean, I bought this one, but we're not going to talk about that. I kind of hate and I love this watch. I love how much of a flex it is because I am a Casio fan and it's nice to have like a premium luxury Casio. And it's also extremely stupid and like doesn't even work. And that's even more of a flex because you spend all this money on a watch that like you can't even use. But then like you can't use it. It does all this cool stuff I want to do. I want to time stuff, but it's just so unwieldy. Having to use all these buttons and like the screw out crown to like adjust stuff on the watch, my God, like it's a nightmare. It takes 10 times longer than just a normal Casio. Or even worse, pull out your freaking phone and just setting a timer. I don't know, man. Where do you wear this watch? What occasion calls for this watch? All I can think of is like going to a sci-fi convention or like maybe playing like laser tag. like if you're gonna get your group of friends together and you're gonna go to the mall and play laser tag and they're like, hey dude, RNG, come with us. We're gonna go to this bachelor party, man. We're gonna get rocked and we're gonna go in the black lights with the freaking fog machines and we're gonna play laser tag all night. You're like, guys, I've got the watch, man. I've been waiting for this moment for years. It's time for this watch to shine. You're not gonna wear this on the golf course. You're not gonna wear it in the boardroom with like a suit. Could you imagine walking up to like a guy for a bank loan and he's wearing this watch? I wouldn't talk to him. I'd be like, I'm going to a different bank. These guys don't have their priorities straight. But like, I've worn it to work a few times. I've enjoyed it, but I don't know, man. I don't know. Is this watch worth $1,400? No. In no reality is this watch worth anywhere near $1,400. It doesn't have any more functionality than an F91W. It just does what an F91W does more complicatedly and more unwieldy. Is it worth $850, which is what this watch goes for like used right now? No, 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 no. Absolutely not. No, no way. Is it worth $350, which is what I paid? I mean, I guess so. Like, as a conversation piece, I've enjoyed filming this video and talking with you about it. Do I, like, spend is it, like, worth it to wear it around as, like, a joke? Because that's why I'm wearing it, because it's like a joke. It is fun, but it's fun because it's so silly, right? Or do I like flip it and sell it for $850 and make $500 off of it that then I use towards a freaking watch that I can wear around that doesn't make me look like an actual psychopath? I mean, for $350 looking like a psychopath, it's a good deal, right? Like, that's part of my persona. I do put out that vibe sometimes of like wanting to look like a psychopath. That's usually not very cheap. Maybe this is worth it for that. This is definitely at the bottom of like the Casio collecting hole, right? You just keep going deeper and deeper and deeper into the hole, learning more and more and more, and just getting more absorbed by it, and you just fall down and down and down and down, and you get to the bottom, and what's there waiting for you but a giant purple and green alien anus. That's what it is. That's what it is, man. So how do you review this watch? Is a flex watch, as a Casio fan, this is a 10 out of 10. There's nothing higher to flex as like a Casio lover than a $1,400 watch that you can't even use, that doesn't look great. But like, as using it as a watch, it's like a 4 out of 10. Like, you can't read it, you can't use it. All the settings are like impossible to like use. Like, it's just, you really need to use the app on your phone to like control the watch. But if you've already got your phone out, you might as well just do that crap on your phone. 4 averaged with a 10. I mean, man, let's round it to 6. It's a 6 out of 10. It's worth it for the conversation piece, but only at $350. For $1 more. Absolutely not. Let me know in the comments down below. What do you think of this watch? Is it absolutely insane? Should I keep it for $350 and just wear it around as like a joke to flex my Casio love? I don't know. Let me know. And while you're down there, do that for me. Subscribe to the channel. Give me a like. That is a great way to help me with the YouTube algorithm. Thanks for coming on this journey with me. This channel's so much fun. I am RNG. So glad to have you here. And I'll catch you in the next one.